Hello and welcome to Paris Picks. We have here today is the Paclock 90A Pro. It's a 7-pin pin tumbler lock. Usually I like picking padlocks in hand, but this particular lock has a very powerful shackle spring. And since the mechanism involves ball bearings, those ball bearings push against the core of the lock, which you have to fight when you tension this. So one little trick that I learned from another YouTube video is if you press in the shackle a little bit, you can remove that tension from the ball bearings, and it essentially becomes a dead core. It allows you to dial in your tension much more precisely, and that's what I did to pick this lock. Let's get it in the vise, and the way that I'm doing this, and again I'm copying it from the other YouTube presenter, is I'm going to pin it in the vise against the screw portion and the supporting metal beam there. And I'm going to push the lock in and then let out just a little bit. To allow those ball bearings not to bite into the core. I'm using this top of keyway churner from Covert Instruments and this medium hook. And let's get to picking. We're going to start with pin 1. It's a very high set pin, and it's also a spool you'll see when we gut this thing. Small click out of 1. And now pin 1 is set. Nothing on 2. 2 clicks on 3. Nothing on pin 4. Couple clicks on pin 5. Few clicks on pin 6. Pin 7 I'm going to leave alone because you'll see it's a very low lift and it acts like a zero lift. Back to the beginning, 1 feels still set. Two is another very high lift. Not sure if I've gone up enough, but we'll see. 3 feels set. Couple clicks out of 4. 5 feels good. 6. Let's try that pin 2. 1 more click out of 2. 3 feels good. 4 is binding. 5, 6. Let's try 4 again. Okay, that was a small click out of 6. Back to the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4 is my culprit. Okay, 4, click out of 4. 5 drop down a little bit. 6 drop down a little bit. Let's see what's holding us up. Back to the beginning. 2 drop down. Okay, 2 feels good now. 3 and 4 drop down here. Let's see if we can get that dialed in. 5 and 6. As I've been practicing this lock for preparation of recording this video, sometimes it takes me 45 seconds to open it, and sometimes it takes me 15 minutes. So hopefully this is closer to the former. Two doesn't feel high enough. Let's give a little bit more on 2. One more click out of 2. One more click out of 3. That might have dropped down. That was a small click on 4. Now I'm on 5. Couple clicks out of 5. Couple clicks out of 6. What is holding us up? Okay, 2 fell down. Even though these are all standard key pins, it is still really easy to overset pins in this lock. Which I may have overset 4. Letting up on tension until I feel that pin drop down. And I think we might as well just restart. Okay, pin 1. Couple clicks on 1. 1 is set, nothing on 2. Couple clicks on 3. Nothing on 4. Several clicks on pin 5. Several clicks on pin 6. Back to the beginning. Couple clicks on pin 2. 3 feels good. Pin 4 is now binding. Get a few clicks on him. 5 feels good. 6, back to the beginning. Okay, felt a slight amount of movement on the core when I touched pin 2, so I'm going to leave him alone now. 3. 4 is binding heavily. Okay, click on 4. Let's check 5 and 6. 6 had dropped down. Got a few clicks out of him. And 2 had dropped down. 3, 4, 5 feels good. 6, a few clicks on him. And that was 4, 5. Let's do one more reset. Pin 1. Pin 1, get up there. I want to feel that click. Okay, there's the first part of the spool. There, I think it's set. 2, nothing on 2. 2 clicks on 3, nothing on 4. Several clicks on 5. A few clicks on 6. Back to the beginning. Pin 2. 3. 4 is now binding. 5. 6. I think I may have overset 5. We'll see. Yeah. Okay. Four is now binding heavily. And an open. Well, sorry that took so long, but this is a blue belt level lock. So let's gut it and see what's inside. For those who don't know, it's not a Phillips screw retaining the core. It's actually a hex. On my particular lock, it's a 332, but a T10 Torx bit or star bit works just fine. Usually I like to leave the ball bearings in the housing. You can just see them at the bottom there, so they don't just roll around on the table. Okay, first thing I'll do is lock it up since I have the key. Okay. Since the circlip on this has a little notch in it to retain the position, you can just take a small screwdriver and press down on one side or the other to remove this thing. And since this is the same size core as the American lock, the AAA battery works just fine as a follower. We can see, oh, it doesn't usually happen. Let's play. Guess where this goes. Not there. This should be in one of Lady Lock's disaster videos. But it's okay, we'll get it back together. I'll just do one pin at a time here. There. While we're here, you'll notice that pin 7, oh, that's pin 6. Let's get this back in order. Here's pin 7. It's a big long one. You notice the pin 7 is not a zero lift, but it behaves like one. So there's key inserted. There's pin at rest. It's probably an 8 cut on the key. So let's figure out these other key pins. That looks good. That looks good. Okay, let's get the driver pins out and springs. You see that spring 2 is actually a different weight of spring. Usually at this point, instead of putting my tweezers all the way to the back of the lock, I just reverse this thing. There's my very long driver pin and pin 7. And the spring is all smushed up because both the key pin and the driver pin are so long on that thing. Okay, there it is. I'll get this back together off camera. Thanks for watching. If you like this sort of content, please subscribe.